Obesity percentage is higher than ever. There are about 60 million people with diabetes in Europe. About 10% of men have diabetes, and we are expecting it to raise about 45% until 2045. Look, have you ever heard about thermodynamics? Maybe not. Let me translate in the current language. Calories in, calories out. Let me explain what it means and what it does. The food that you eat contains calories, and you lose them during the day, every day. That means that when you run, when you walk, when you sleep, you are always burning calories. And everyone needs different amount of calories. It depends on your sex, it depends on your age, on your weight. And so the main belief is if you eat more calories than you burn, you will gain weight. So if you burn more calories than you consume, you will lose weight, right? Oh shit, Leo is right. So as long as a calorie is a calorie, I will eat this chocolate bar instead of chicken breast because it tastes better and it has the same amount of calories. Let's assume that, but just for this part of the video. And you will understand that not all the calories are the same. I mean, they have the same energetic function, but you will see after in the video. So what are the solutions to be in a deficit caloric so you can lose weight? Diet? Well, data shows that when you diet, you can lose some weight, some pretty good weight, like 5 kilos, but you will gain it all along in 5 years. In fact, only a small percentage can keep the weight lost during the diet and keep with the same diet over and over. What else could we try? Exercise. Alright. Well, exercise don't make you lose weight. Exercise causes muscle gain. And that's awesome. That's awesome because it burns energy, so the calories have a place to put their energy instead of your liver, where it causes problems. Furthermore, you stay insulin sensitive, which is a great thing that can happen to you, and you will see why after in the video. So exercise is very good, but it won't show on the scale, because weights have 4 categories: bones, muscle, subcutaneous fat, and visceral fat. So what are you measuring when you step on the scale? You don't know. When these stupid doctors say, you need to exercise to lose weight, and then you come like 2 weeks after with an extra kilogram because you gain muscle and it's actually a good thing, they will shout on you because fuck, you gain weight, your health is declining and shit. But you actually lose visceral fat and gain muscle, and because muscle is heavier than the fat, of course you risk to gain weight, like numbers on the scale, not bad weight. That's why we can't count on the scale to track our progress. Let me tell you another fact. Obesity is even present on 2 years old child, 6-month child, and newborns. New fucking borns. And guess what's inside in the newborns? It's all fat and it's all fault of their mother's diet. And you will understand how and why this is happening more and more. But first, I will explain you a basic science. It will be very fast and it's very easy to understand. We are going to talk about 2 hormones, leptin and insulin. Leptin is the hormone that will tell to your brain that you have enough energy to make your body work correctly, so you can burn the energy and feel good about it. If your leptin goes down, or if your brain don't detect it, you will perceive it as starvation. And insulin is a blocker of leptin. As I said before, if your leptin gets blocked, then your brain will assume that you are starving. In other words, you will surely not exercise and lose this precious energy. So you act like a couch potato. You eat whatever is in front of you, and you do nothing. Like a fucking animal. You just like run to your food, you eat, and you stay. So where does the increased insulin come from? Sugar. Does sugar make you gain weight? It does. Does sugar cause obesity? It's a factor. Is sugar the cause of obesity? No. Sugar is not the enemy of your weight. Sugar is the enemy of your health. It damages the pancreas, the liver, and the brain. And we don't do anything about that. You won't even consider to give your child a beer, but when it's a full sugar iced tea, you don't even think about it. You just give him. Now let me show you a funny exposition. Pretty interesting when we know that a Coca-Cola have 39 grams of sugar per common cans. That's the equivalent of 10 teaspoons. And now, listen carefully. When we get a 150 calories surplus during the day, it increases the chance of getting diabetes by 0.1%, which is nothing. But if those calories are a can of soda, chocolate, or a random sugar cookie, it will increase by 2.5%, basically 240 more times to get diabetes. And 25% of the world have diabetes because of sugar and sugar alone. With that in mind, I hope that you understood that not all calories are the same. Addictiveness. You can be addicted to food in 3 ways. First is because you're hungry, the second is because of your fucked up dopamine receptors, and the third is because you are stressed. Sugar fucked up your dopamine receptors because it acts like porn and drugs. If you take small doses over the time, your brain will be hyperstimulating by the sugar. Your brain will adapt, resulting in a toxic sugar surplus. Because if you take one shot of sugar, like if you eat a cookie, in your early days, you will bounce off walls, you will have like the greatest amount of energy you will ever have. But if you start eating a cookie like every day, it's like caffeine. The first one is great, the second one is great. But if you start to take like a coffee every day, you will not even feel the effect of the caffeine. So you will need to drink like 2 coffees in a day. And then you will need to drink 2 coffees at the morning, 2 coffees at the lunch, and 2 coffees at the dinner. And that's the same for sugar. The problem is that caffeine is not toxic. Really addictive, but it's not toxic. And sugar is. Sugar is fucking toxic. Sugar is a fucking poison to your body because it fucks your brain, it fucks your liver, it fucks your pancreas, it fucks your dopamine receptors, you get visceral fat, you get diabetes. You get my point. Don't be addicted to sugar. And the single best way to not be addicted to something is not consuming it. No one is going to help you beat this addiction. No president, no teacher, no doctor will make you stop eating these high-processed foods, unless you want to change. You are the only person that you have total control over. You decide your actions, your behaviors, and your future. And I don't really want to see you at 30 years old kill yourself because you've get sick and you got obese and no one cares about it. So do you a favor and consider your diet for a moment. Probably everything that doesn't need to be cooked is a poison for you. Your diet should be composed only of natural elements. The type of shit that existed 1000 years ago. Meat, potatoes, fruits, vegetables. Even though they are already quite processed in these days, it's the most healthy diet you can have in this modern world. Take care.